Okay, we've talked about long COVID, which we know is miserable for people. And when people just can't seem to shake those symptoms of the coronavirus for weeks, even months, years.
But what about long cold? Can symptoms of the common cold linger as well? Let's bring in our Fox Medical team, Dr. Mike, to talk a little bit more about this. What leads to those lingering symptoms where you just cannot seem to ever get better?
Well, it has to do with irritation. No one likes to be irritated, right? Sally, Melissa, no one wants to be irritated by anybody or anything. What happens is when you get a cold, even a rhinovirus, you get all kinds of inflammatory changes up here in your nose. You have a runny nose and you just feel miserable. But it also irritates the lining of the airways, what we call a tracheobronchitis. And viruses just love to do that. They're very irritating. And so what happens is it irritates those and causes inflammation of those airways, leading to chronic cough. And that can go on for months and months. And Sally, Melissa, I have patients that are coughing so much that you think they have tuberculosis. But who wants to be near them? I mean, forget it. So you need to deal with it, and there are ways to deal with it.
Well, how do you deal with it?
You see people like me, all right? Or you go to the drugstore, and if it's not that bad, you can do cough medicine that has dextromethorphan in it. If you're an adult, we don't like that with kids. But if you do that and that doesn't work, then we can give you things like benzonatate, Tessalon pearls. Works like a charm, doesn't cause sedation. Sometimes we have to use products that contain codeine and even steroids if it goes on and on and on. Now, if you're out there and you have a history of smoking and you have a chronic cough, that's a worrisome sign, and you might need to go see somebody about getting a CAT scan. But don't fool around with that at all.
Well, we have vaccines for COVID and the flu, Dr. Mike, but nothing for the common cold. What are your thoughts on the pneumonia vaccine for younger people? Would that help prevent some of this or help them recover faster?
Well, pneumonia and the vaccines we have for pneumonia are mainly for bacterial Streptococcus pneumonia. We do have RSV, but that's FDA approved for over the age of 60. That's respiratory syncytial virus, all right? And then very, very young, you know, little pregnant women and little babies. Both my kids were born prematurely. They got the RSV vaccine. So bottom line is, it's an ounce of prevention. Look, if you're sick, stay home. No one after the pandemic is going to give you a hard time about staying home because no one wants to get sick. So you do that, rest, fluids, chicken soup, all of that. But get your flu shot. Make sure you do that.
All right, doctor's orders. Always good to see you, Dr. Mike. Thanks for taking time to help us out.
I'm honored and flattered. Sally, Melissa, you make my day.
You
rock.
We told him at 6 o'clock, we'll see you in Philly for a rematch because we're coming back. We're coming back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Dr. Mike.